Well, hello there, lovelies. It's Stephanie from Oh You're Lovely, where we carry the largest selection of wood flowers in the United States. Welcome back to another tutorial, and this is going to be another fun one. We're going to play around with the centers of some flowers to make them just look a little bit more realistic, if you will. I've been playing around with it a little bit. I have some thoughts, and yeah. It's a ton of fun. So we're going to do that, and then we're gonna make an over-the-top sunflower sun hat. Oh my gosh, I'm very excited about this. We'll see. This is gonna be a bigger one. This is gonna be an extra piece, and we're going to definitely just play a bunch, which I'm very excited about. So first, let's play around with some sunflowers and play around with the centers of them and see what we can create. Now, the three different flowers that I'm gonna work with today, we've got sunflower, and these are all pre-dyed already from different ones of our assortments in the past. This is Gerber and Shasta. So we have two with thistles, one without. And then the secret ingredient on this, you know, if you look at like silk flowers in particular, a lot of the time the sunflowers have this like kind of fuzzy center. And I was like, how can I create that fuzzy center without a fuzzy center? Like without it being the actual like little plastic piece. In comes flocking. I didn't know this was a thing. It was a weird little rabbit hole of the internet. I love when those things happen. So I have it's from craftflocking.com. I have a whole bunch of different colors, but we're gonna focus on browns and yellows. Now I don't have the cool little, they also offer like a thing to like finely mist the flocking onto whatever it is you're doing. I don't have that. I'm just gonna use my fingers. But there's other ways to do this. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. So I'm gonna show you how to play around with this, and then I'll show you some of the other ones that I did while I was testing this out. And then we'll get into the hat, the massive sun hat that will be full of sunflowers. So really all that you need to do this, now you can use like Mod Podge as well, but I'll explain why I didn't like it as much in a little bit further along in the video, is some craft acrylic paint. I don't even know if the color matters all that much. I mean, it does, but it doesn't at the same time. So we're going to generously coat wherever we want that flocking material to adhere to. We're gonna put paint. So for these, I'm really only wanting to focus on the center thistle. We're gonna do some two-toned ones too, I think. We'll attempt that. I haven't yet, so we'll see if I can make it happen on a different one of the styles of flowers. And because the thistles themselves are brown, and we're gonna use brown flocking material, it's just basically gonna kind of give the thistles like a little bit of fuzz to them, which is a fun little effect. Okay, so now that you wanna move quickly, and again, you can get a handy dandy little, I'll do one dark, I'm gonna do the other two light. There is a handy dandy little applicator, but I just kind of Salt Bae it is the best way to give yourself a little sprinkle. You just kind of, I rub it around in my fingertips and just spread it around. Now it does get a little bit more clumpy without doing that fine misting, but I don't really mind that. I'm sure there's other great ways to do this as far as for a nice fine mist. And then you're just gonna let it sit and dry. And while I then dust off, kind of like you would glitter, I'm just gonna dust off my excess. Yeah, and you can there's not really a huge difference. This was the lighter brown, and that's the darker brown. But it's gonna give just a tiny little bit of like a more realistic finish. Let me show you one that we did earlier where it's already completely dried. I don't know if the camera picks it up as well as it is in person, but it does just give a nice oomph. All right, so we're gonna set those aside. Let's try for this. Okay, so for this one, I want to keep a yellow center and then do an outer edge of brown. So we're gonna do two different things. I'm gonna do the brown first and we'll see if that's a mistake. If we have to, we'll do the opposite on the other one. So ideally, wherever the paint is where the flocking material is going to adhere to. So I'm gonna do a pretty generous amount of that. I'm gonna go in with my lighter brown for right now. You see, it's now kind of, it's got a fuzzy little detail. Oh, I love it so much. So now with the other paint, we're gonna go in with yellow into the center. I'm going to attempt a two-toned. And you can wait till these are fully dry if you want to put more flocking. I think you could, maybe. I don't know if it would create a mess or not. I think it's just blending in so well to the paint. Now you've got a fuzzy little center. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cute. I want to try the lighter though. You know what we're gonna try? We're gonna try doing just the yellow paint throughout and then do the same thing though, in terms of we're gonna do the brown on the outside and the yellow in the inside. But we're going to just add that yellow paint so that the it's not such a maybe harsh transition of brown to yellow. I don't know, we'll see. Because I will show you in a second some other colors that we had painted underneath the flower and then put the flocking material on top of. And it makes a really cool like transition. Some of the color kind of pulls through, but like complements and gives it some depth. And it's one of those you don't really know what you're gonna get until you actually kind of do it. Okay, so that, in comparison to that, yeah, I like that better. And then we're gonna go back in again. I don't seem to have as good of luck of taking the excess and redoing it, but I'm sure there's a good way to do that. There we go. Now we've got a little bit more flocking to it. Oh, how cute is that? Okay, so then this one, let's just do yellow. Why not? I am going to do, though, brown on the thistle itself. And what did I say I was going to do? Yellow? Let's do this. I'm going to do that, but I'm going to scrub in some yellow on the edges too. But also some in the center so that we've got a little bit of a, like a dimension to it. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so what did we do on that? We did brown first. I'm gonna grab a different yellow color. So this brighter yellow is buttercream. This is gold. So let's try that. See what we think of that one. And we'll just put a little bit of the brown. Just trying to get like a little bit on the tips of the thistle. And then we did yellow. It's never good when I can't remember the order of operation of what I was doing. Okay. And then we're gonna move in some yellow. I'm gonna be a little messy and mix some of the color and be okay with that. Okay, there's that. Grab the gold. See what do we think of this color. Oh, that's so much fun. I like that a lot. Okay, let's try that color on this too. Muddy it up a little bit in the center. And let's see what this turns out to be looking like. I think we have a winner. I think we do. That's cute. So here's the 3 different versions we've got going. Ah, look at that little trio. How cute is that? All right, I'm gonna finish up these guys and then we'll get to making that sun hat that I was talking about. Okay, I have to show you this. So here is Charlotte. I did the same thing, taking that gold. How cool is that? It just does something. It just bumps it just a little. Oh, I'm loving this. So I'm gonna one more and then I think then I'm done playing and we'll show you all of the fun little sunflowers and non-sunflowers that I just made. This might be overly ambitious, but we're gonna see what happens. I kind of wanna, I got this straw sun hat, I think from Michael's. I weaved a ribbon in there so that we could, whoops, yeah, that way. But then also have it that way if need be. And what I'm thinking for said picnic hat, so to speak, of a sunflower hat, I'm thinking I might put some floral foam so that I can really have a crazy height on this. I'm also wondering if we should put, I don't know. I don't know if maybe some, I don't know. I've got some ideas and thoughts. But we're gonna play with a bunch of different things. This is going to be very much a, we're just gonna see what happens kind of thing. So I do have some moss that's on this sticky back. I will still glue it if I'm gonna use it. We've got some floral foam. We have all of our flowers. Then we also we've got our ginkgo that you can find at ohyourlovely.com. This no longer is available, but that was a past greenery we've had. Got some fall leaves. I also we just restocked our willow eucalyptus, so I've got some of that, as well as bunny tails. Maybe just sent me some more bunny tails. So we've got all of that. Then we've also got some stuff from my own stash, which is not via Oh You're Lovely. I have some like wheatgrass. I've got some of these little balls. We've got some other dried fillers, the little straw flowers. We've got some bleached or dried baby's breath. This cool dark fern. Do you see the color story we've got going? We also have some just little pops of some other little colors to go with the color story. These two are Familiar Lovely. Two little different mixed picks. I've got them cut off in different spots, but we'll probably throw that in. I also have some red berries that we no longer carry but have had in the shop before. Look at that, all going on here somehow. I also have some sprigs of lavender dried. I've got some really fun reindeer moss that's white. This I also found at Michael's. I think that was on clearance. It was on clearance. It was part of their spring. I also grabbed some butterflies. This is going to be whimsy to a whimsy movement. So we've got some different butterflies as well that we'll put in there on top of, we're going to stick with the sunflowers. And then I've got some darker red flowers from various different dyed assortments we've had in the past, as well as that Charlotte that I had done the flocking on. Let's see what creative chaos is gonna bring to us today. This is so lovely. All right. I'm so excited, but also terrified. Okay. All right, I gotta start prepping and take off this hat. And I'm still a little nervous if I make it like, I really want to make it crazy big. Okay, let's see what happens. So just a heads up on this particular tutorial. I don't know that I'm gonna have a lot of talking. I would suggest getting some, watch another YouTube talking video, an audiobook, something else maybe while you're kind of watching me, because I think we're just gonna have the tunes going and probably speed through, because I have a feeling I'm going to be very indecisive about this. I can already tell, because I am still already debating in my head if I'm gonna do something all the way across this, or if I'm gonna focus just on, like sometimes with the witches hats, we do like just on one side and have it. I think I'm gonna do an entire, like I'm going to cover this whole thing, but the question still remains in my head as I'm doing this. Do I also cover this? Or do I bring things down on this? Do we have little, maybe the butterflies down? Because these do have wires. So maybe I'll have some butterflies coming out to the sides and stuff. I don't know. So yeah, I'm just gonna start working. And I may break in every once in a while with random thoughts as I'm doing this, but I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. Okay, fair warning. Creative chaos is about to ensue. love this so much. I think when I retire, this is what I want to do. Like, who wants me to make them fantastical, crazy hats? Because I really, can I just do this all the time? Like this. Oh, it's so much fun. I think we've got enough going on to not like, I was like, well, maybe we could put like string, no. And then, now it is heavy, but it's not like unbearably heavy. But there's definitely some weight to it. So let's see if I kind of tie it here. I'll just do a little bow. Whew. Take it off. And then you've got, the only thing is some of the bigger, like floppier pieces, you gotta just be mindful, like make sure those are nice and secure and glued in so they're not flying off, but otherwise, crazy sunflower sun hat is a success, at least for me. I know this is so over the top. Could I wear this to the grocery store? You could. Will I? Probably not. I really, really want to do some sort of like magical tea party where everybody makes their own hat and we just hang around wearing really little dresses and cute over the top hats. Someday. So yes, taking orders now, custom orders for custom hats. I'll let you know when the orders are open. I'm kidding, it's not, well, oh, the right person reaches out to me at the right time. I may dabble, we'll see. Oh my God. They'd have to be local though, because shipping this would be a nightmare. Oh, air conditioner, hold on. I'll be right back. Oh man. I'll just go walk around my neighborhood. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this. I know it was there was no talking. It was just making, which sometimes your girl just needs to do. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Also, if you haven't yet, or if you have any questions about that flocking material, drop them down in the comments. I don't know a lot about it yet, but it is a fun thing to play with. And once it's fully dry, which I just let them sit for like 24 hours. Actually, some of them, the ones that we did for this tutorial, I didn't wait at all. I just went right in. There's no fluff off. So, and it just gives us that little extra like finished fun fuzzy bit that just adds a little bit more realism to the wood flowers, which I really do enjoy trying to push a little bit what we can do with these lovely wood flowers. Speaking of the wood flowers, if you are interested in checking out the 150 plus style Sola wood flowers we carry, lots of different sunflower style options, go over to ohyourlovely.com, and with that, grab this. Use the code YouTube30 to get 30% off one regular priced order. All right, you guys, I will see you next week for another tutorial. It will not be this crazy. It's probably going to be, spooky. I think it's time. I waited till September to start filming spooky stuff. Spooky time. Oh, so lots of spooky arrangements and pieces that we'll be doing. It's gonna be a ton of fun. You could take kind of this inspiration too and make a witch's hat out of it. Wouldn't that be cute too? Okay, all right, you guys, I will see you next week. If you haven't yet, subscribe, like the channel, all of that other fun stuff, and I'll see you next week. I'm Stephanie from Oh You're Lovely. You, my friends, absolutely lovely. Ah, look at the movement too. The flying butterflies. I cannot get enough of this. All right, bye. What do we think on the other side too? Look how cute that could be on both. I like the flying butterflies on this side. There is a inspiration idea. Go low on that and then have your little flying bits up at the top like they're flying around. I wonder, how's it look from the back? Does it look cool to have that as the back? And this is the front. I'm gonna have to watch the replay. We'll have to make a decision on that. Oh, it's so cute. It's so cute. Ah. So we've got this side. Oh wait, so you see it from here. There is the back. And something just fell, but that's okay. And we're gonna go this way. And this is the back now. Which one are we loving? I love both for different reasons. I'm gonna have to watch the replay to see what it looks like from like this being as the back. I think maybe. Okay, anyway. All right, you guys, I'm gonna just keep staring at myself for a little while, but you don't need to watch me do that. So let's wrap this up, shall we? If you're loving this channel, can't get enough, want to know the next time we post a video, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell, pew pew, to find out about the 150 style Sola wood flowers, craft supplies, and greenery. Lots of sunflower options. Go over to ohyourelovely.com, but before you do, let me give you something on your journey. Use the code YouTube30 to get 30% off one regular priced order. All right, you guys, let me know in the comments. Do we like this as the front? So big, large, and in charge as the front? Or whimsical flying? That's the front. God, I feel like Mary Poppins. Ah, I love this so much. That's so magical. All right, guys, I will see you next time. I'm Stephanie from Oh You're Lovely. You, my friends, are absolutely lovely. Bye, guys.